Wow. What's happening, everybody? This your boy. Yes, sir. We're back. It's Monday. It's a holiday. Well, for some people, but y'all see my shirt. It's hustle mode, baby. It's hustle mode. Happy Labor Day to everybody that's celebrating Labor Day in America. Well, if you're somewhere outside of America, whether you're in China, whether you're in New Zealand, whether you're in the UK, whether you're in South America, or you right here in America, I want to say hello to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette. I am he, your host. Yep, we back at it. We got another powerful show. Listen, I'm traveling. I'm traveling. What? Guess what? I did not want to miss today. We hustle mode, baby. We listen, we in all out hustle mode. I am absolutely thrilled to be with you guys today. I didn't even know look, not I didn't. I ain't even know what I want to talk about today. I sure didn't. I was just trying to figure something out. And as we were, just kind of just doing some different things and I'm just hanging out, I started to think about something that I think is pretty cool. But I was like, man, I might as well do that as a podcast. Now, this is not going to be a long one either, right? But I thought about something and it's deep. So for holidays, family, I want you guys to think about this. So for holidays or birthdays or celebrations, you want your friends around, right? You want your family, your friends around. Well, just for this show, let's exclude the family just for this show, right? And let's just talk about the friends. So you want your friends around. But my question was, who's your friend, right? So that was my question. Who's your friend? And you started thinking about some things. My birthday is coming up. And it's Virgo season, baby. We listen, get in where you fit in. We doing it. But here's the most what I thought was important is all of the things that I'm celebrating and all of the successes that you have, you kind of sitting there and think about who you want to celebrate this with, right? Who are your actual friends? So my question that I want to pose as the topic is this: are you my friend? Yeah, yeah. Are you my friend? When you think about that, you think about friendships. You think about the people that have hung around you. You think about the people that's around you. You think about the people that ride around and do different things with you. Yeah, you want those friends around you. So for my birthday, I want my friends around me. So for celebrations, I want my friends around me. But now let's dig into the part where a lot of people don't really want to talk about, and that is who's your friend. So are you my friend? So if you're somewhere riding around the city, riding around the country, you're traveling back. If you're in the city, excuse me, not just the city, but in America, if you're driving back, if all those different things you're doing, and you're in a car, just honk your horn. Just honk your horn one good time, baby. Honk it. Honk, honk. Yeah, honk your horn. Why am I saying that? Because I want to dig into true friendships, right? Are you my friend? So I want to dig into really true friendships and give you a couple things to look and see, are those people literally digging into and diving into, are you my friend? So for those people that are friends and you don't meet some of these standards and you get cut off, you understand why. I was thinking the other day, I'm sorry, I was turning my phone off, but I was thinking the other day and I had a simple prayer. Now, this is probably a couple of weeks now, maybe 3 weeks now, or what have you. And my prayer was very, very simple. My prayer was, God, whoever's around me that's not going where you're taking me, I don't care. Well, anything, I don't care how you cut them off, and that's that, right? What just hey, they can't go. It is what it is. Now it may hurt, but if we got to be big boy and big girl, and I made that prayer. Listen, family, it was in 24 hours later. People start. I mean, literally, it wasn't 24 hours later, and people just started being removed, removed, removed. Now if you do decide to pray that prayer, I want you to understand this in the most beautiful way. You never know who God is going to cut off. So, in that whole beauty behind it, I want to do this podcast on Are You My Friend? That's what I want to do it on. Are you my friend? Are you my friend? Because if you say that prayer, and you may have some angst about certain people. You may have some angst about certain things. Or I even added in there, not just people, but things, right? Regardless of what it is, cut it off, get rid of it. Like, what do we need to do to get rid of it? Give me the strength to get rid of it. I went through my phone and I had my boy, he was, I mean, he was in stitches laughing at me talking about, you ain't got nothing else in your phone to delete. Hey, listen, if it's air and I need to delete it, I'm deleting pictures. I'm all of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it, right? And that was kind of funny, but at the same time, I was that serious because as God started to move me into that direction and started pushing on me to do certain things and remove certain people out of your life, and it's like, wow. And some of the people, man, you know that's a real friend. God was like, nope, gotta go. Because where you going, they can't go. And I was like, man. So when we're saying that, I also want to add into there about this true friend. Are you my friend? So if you have something, I said all of that to say, if you have something to write with, take some notes with this because I really want to dig into this. This is for real. This is for real. This goes into marriage. As a matter of fact, all relationships. This is for real. I mean, for real. So number one, and are you my friend? Ask this question: do they make you feel good? Do they make you feel good? When you're around them, do you have any kind of, something going on inside your stomach or something like, I don't know if I want to hang around them today. Or if it's that person, it don't matter if it's good, bad, up or down, you can hang with them 24/7, 365, right? A true friend should uplift you. Let me say that again because I know sometimes be like, oh, I'm on assignment, but let me just explain this to you. A true friend should uplift you, make you feel positive about yourself. Meaning they're not looking down and saying, oh, look how bad you. No, no, no. They want to make you look positive about yourself. Some days we are self-reflecting, we have bad days. Well, that friend should be the one that's giving you that positive push, right? If they often feel bad or judged around them, they are not a true friend. If they often feel bad or judged around them, they're really not your friend. So meaning saying if they're like got some shenanigans going on and they judging and all of those other things and yada and judging you, they're not, I'm gonna say they're not your friend, they ain't your friend, or however you want to articulate it, they're not your friend, right? So remember, number one, they should make you feel good, right? You should not have to have 100 walls up and all of those things. The true friend, repeat, a true friend should uplift you and make you feel very positive about yourself. All right. So that's number one. Yep, we getting into it. So number one, that's crazy. I know it's yeah, I know it's yeah. Just yeah. All right. Number two, acceptance. Acceptance. Now, you know, when you look at friends, friends accept you for who you are without trying to change you. See, a lot of times people forget that other side. But let's say that again. Friends accept you for who you are without trying to change you. They're accepting you. You're good, you're ugly, you're ferocious, you're nasty, as well as you're pure and your grace and your greatness. All of that, they accept you for you. hmm They accept you for you. Yes, sir. They accept you for you. They absolutely accept you for you. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. They accept you for you. So when you talk about somebody accept you for you, believe that. They accept you for you. Believe that. They accept you for you. Believe that. They accept you for you. Yes, they accept you for you. Without anything else, they accept you for you. Now, why I said that more than one time, as I'm thinking about married couples, I'm thinking about people in these serious relationships. Yeah, I was trying not to even go here, but I guess we might as well go. If somebody accept you, they accept your good, your bad, and everything in between, right? Here is something else when they say you accepting or accept you. That's also your family. That's also your friends. They accept you. See, you can't cut out people because it's that no, just no. Just I don't even want to get into it. Just no. You cannot cut the family member of your significant other out. That's part of them. So when you're saying acceptance, and I'm thinking in a relationship, a significant relationship, especially a marriage, y'all should be friends, right? So if you're friends, that means you accept that person without trying to change them. Here's an indication if that person is not for you or a friend. If they're trying to change you, they say you're good, but you should do this. Or they always got something and they're judging, like we said in number one. No, that's not that person. Here is the power behind that. We now have to build up the strength, the tenacity, the power to build yourself up if you need to just say, you know what, thanks, but no thanks, and walk away. Sometimes we can't say that. Thanks but no thanks and walk away. We feel some kind of way. We're thinking some kind of way. Thanks but no thanks and we walk away. We have to do what we have to do. It's really that simple. We do what we have to do and keep on going. So when you're looking at inside of a relationship, especially those significant relationships and marriages, and they're not your friend, or they're trying to cut people off or trying to remove you and do all of those things, they're trying to change you. No, they have to accept you for who you are. Yeah, there are some caveats and different things, but I'm just sharing with you. They have to accept you for who you are and cut you off. Your person is going to accept you for who you are. They absolutely are. Especially a friend, they're absolutely going to accept you for who you are. And a friendship, a relationship, a marriage is not tested in all of the good times and all of the sweet things and all of the kumbayas and all of this other la 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 and lovely stuff. It's when you disagree. It's when you for real are adamant about something and both of you guys disagree. That's when you find out the true relationship. That can you come to a common ground? Can you really sit there and say, you know what? This is what it is, and begin to converse with each other at a peaceful level and discuss whatever it may be. But when somebody say, "Oh no, I'm good, I'm done," and walk away, they never was your friend in the beginning. When they look at you and try to bring up things from the past, they never were your friend in the beginning. So who are you? Right? So remember that acceptance is big. And I'm gonna say that again. It's number two, acceptance. Friends accept you for who you are and are without trying to change you. They accept you for who you are without trying to change you. That's number two. Number three. This one good. Support and loyalty. Support and loyalty. I'm going to step on everybody till I possibly can with this one. If your friend, let me look in the screen. If your friend, and I'm going to use business, is in business and they're selling something that you actually can afford and you don't purchase something, then guess what? I want you to hear this. Then guess what? They're not rocking with you for real. No, not for support. They don't show up. They have an excuse. They're not there. They go and tend to do whatever they want to do. And it's all about them and all the different things that they have going on, but they're not focused in with you. Now I just say, nah, playboy, nah, pimp, nah, dog. No, support. You know, family, how big it is and how great it is to support somebody without looking for something in return. Let me give you guys something. I'm gonna give you. Let me ring the own bell. Ding, 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 ding. Let me give you something. I want you guys to write this down. And if you're listening to it or you're driving, wait till you get home, go back, rewind it, and write this down. Write it down a couple of times. This is very important. Put this in your psyche. How about you bless somebody to the point they cannot repay you? Bless someone to a point that they cannot repay you. Let me say that again. Bless someone to a point to where they cannot repay you. See, when you start talking about support, if you, I'll give you an example. I think it was last weekend or something. Two of my business partners, Carol and Camilla, had a dance event, right? And some friends came up from different parts of the country and came and support them. Man, that means more to somebody sending you a Cash App or Zelle or something like that, right? That means way more because they came to support. They came to support. They didn't come to, oh, I'm just, no, come to support. That is tremendous. That's tremendous. So support, a good friend is supportive, especially during the bad times. Listen, I had some bad days, I had some bad weeks, I had some bad years, right? And you really begin to look to see who's there to support you. You know, you thought you had to and real is the support. They come through. The real ones come through. You know, my dad was sick, right? My dad was sick, and you can tell who was the supportive ones and who was just talking that jibber jabber. Those supportive ones, they came through. I have a friend of mine went to LSU when I was at Southern. Really, really cool. That's my girl. And Julie was coming in town, and she said, "Hey, before I myself at Xavier, they was doing something. I think her niece was going back to school. She said, "Let me come through." She said, "You know, at least let me help you at least for an hour, or bring you some lunch or dinner or something." Because I was there with my dad, and he was just had going down. You know, just started going down, and I was like, "Yeah, come on through." And we sat, and it was me, her, and her niece, and we had lunch. I'm sorry, I said late lunch or whatever, early dinner, right? And we ate, and we had fun, and all of those things. And I remember she said before she left, she said, "Well, let me help you. This is a true story. Let me help you turn your dad and help him, clean up before I go." Now she's a nurse anesthetist, so she had that all in her bones. And I was like, wow. And I had people right there in the office that wouldn't drive down the street to come help, wouldn't give me 20 minutes to just take a breather, right? And here she came from out of town. Now, listen, when somebody does something like that for you, there's nothing you can do to repay that person. There's nothing you can do to repay that person. Just a sign of gratitude and just say thank you. It is so much deeper than just a thank you, right? So that is just one of the stories when you talk about support. And then now you get into loyalty. Oh my God, loyalty. Now, listen, wrong as seven left shoes. If I am your friend, I got you back. I got you back. Now, when we get in the car or out the club, I don't go to the clubs anymore, but you guys get my point. And you be like, man, what, like, what happened? Oh, this, and you know they're wrong. You're like, man, you wrong. You got us out here fighting in these streets, and you're wrong. But Loyalty kicks in, and I don't care how wrong you are. We'll have a conversation after, but I'm right there with you. You're not leaving in a time of chaos. You're not leaving in a time of confusion. You're still standing there through thick and thin. They're there for you. That's that loyalty we're looking at. They should be there with or for you when you need help and keep your secret safe. Now, loyalty, when you talk about loyal, that's a whole different thing because everybody's not loyal. They mean something else, but they're not loyal. Loyal is I can share with you whatever it is, and you tell your mama, you know, loyal, right? And so many people say loyal, but they not. They go and say, "Oh, just tell my boy." He ain't gonna tell nobody. Well, you just violate the whole oath, right? Here's another part that people don't think about. This is a simple one. I'm going to develop on this one. Ding, 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 ding. This is a simple one. How many phone numbers have you given out without asking that person, can you share your number? Now, I understand that there are some people just don't give out numbers. I get all of that. I know some people don't. But I promise you I don't. I'm gonna give you another story. I was riding out. We were somewhere with Lord Dr. Sam Warren. And wherever we were, he was talking to somebody about business, right? And they were all in it and deep into it and doing their thing. And oh, this is great, right? And he hopped in a ride and he hopped in his whip and he dipped. And I was walking to my car, hopped in my ride, and I was about to leave. And then I see the one of the people coming, one of the, I think it was a publicist or something, manager or somebody like that, and just saying, "Hey, X, Y, and Z, uh, forgot to get Lord Dr. Sam Warren's number." They was like, "What is it?" I was like, "I can't give you that." Period. Period. Then they looked at me like it was like my bad. No, 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 no. I didn't get permission from him to give you his number. No, we don't work like that. We don't operate that way. We don't do that. But you saw us talking and all the things he said he was going to do. Okay, what does that have to do with you not getting the phone number and now coming to me to violate our loyalty and my trust towards him? And now you want me to give you his number? Nah, pimp, we ain't doing that. Not at all. Not even close. We are absolutely not doing that. Not at all. Not at all. They were, listen, I must tell you, they were mad at me. I mean, they were angry. And I told them, y'all get mad, y'all get angry, we can fight, whatever y'all want to do. Y'all not getting a phone number. Whatever y'all do, y'all are not getting a phone number, right? So obviously then the actual actor came to me and he said, "Hey man, listen," he's like, I get it. He said, "Would you do me a favor? Can you reach out to him and see if it's okay that I get his number?" Oh, that's something totally different. Absolutely. Let me step aside. Let me give him a call and see if it's okay or whatever, and then I'll let you know. Okay, great. And then we went on from there. But to just give somebody's phone number out, now you breaking all kind of oath and loyalty. No, 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 no. Loyalty is should be at the top of the top of the top. It's loyalty. Have I broken loyalty before? Yes, absolutely. Have I absolutely hated myself for doing it? Yes, absolutely. I'm not saying I'm walking around here perfect and all of that stuff, but I'm sharing with you those things. And yeah, yeah, just don't do that, right? Because remember, we're talking about, are you my friend? And if you can't support me, and you have no loyalty, you can kick rocks. You ain't got to call me no more, right? Don't do that. All right. So number four, effort in the relationship. Effort in the relationship. Effort in the relationship. Effort in the relationship. A true friend make time. Listen to this. A true friend makes time for each other and prioritize spending time together. It, that, that is so self-explanatory and so simple. There's nothing else we can talk about, right? Effective efforts, excuse me, I'm saying effective efforts in a relationship. True friends make time for each other and prioritize spending time together. That's what they do. That's what they do. In a marriage, in a marriage, you shouldn't call when you have time. Ding, 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 ding. Don't call when you have time. Make time for your significant other. That's a whole word right there. Because sometimes you'll be like, yeah, I called you. I had some time. That's cool. But did you make time? See, did you make me a priority even when you were busy? It could have been a text message, a quick call, and say, like, hey, beautiful, how are you? Listen, I'm on my way to the next meeting. I'm in the elevator, but I just wanted to say hi, and I was just thinking about you. And hang up. How difficult is that? How much would that make that other person smile, right? But what's your effort? See, some people be like, oh, well, it's inconvenient for me to send a text message in the elevator or place a call when I'm walking to the next meeting or when I have to speak. Make the phone call, send a text message. As a matter of fact, I always say make the phone call. Because see, the text message, you poking out. No, we're not doing that. No, actually make the phone call because you're putting in a relationship. Now, if you know that person is inside of the board meeting, right, and they can't talk, don't call and just say because you're poking out again. Because then you're gonna say, "Oh, I'll call you," and you also knew they were actually meeting. They're in the board meeting, chairing a meeting, and you call yourself, "Oh, I'll call." Boy or girl, stop. Sit in the back row. Go put yourself in punishment. Don't do that. Shoot, got me hot already. I thought the sweat thinking about this. If someone consistently make excuses to avoid hanging out, woo, this good. It may indicate a lack of interest in the friendship or in the relationship or any of those things. That's what it may do. So we have to make sure if you want to put an effort into the relationship, this is good. Put the effort in, right? Put that effort in. Put the effort in. Number 5. Oh Lord. Let me let me get my shovel. I'm about to dig myself a grave. Yep, yep. All right. Honesty and trust. Honesty and trust. That's number 5. Honesty and trust. A true friend is honest and trustworthy, right? Honest and trustworthy. Now, here's where it all comes into your maturity. Just, we're friends and we're going to be trustworthy. But if you know that is not the time that that person is not going to hear you, you don't just tell them, oh, I'm just telling them the honest truth. And they're not receiving it. That's like you just spoke to the wall, but give them an opportunity to either calm down or be in a space to where they're going to listen, not hear, but listen to you. And then share with them your honest truth. But also, don't just share the honest truth just to say I shared the honest truth and you stepping on all over their thoughts and their emotions and their feelings and all that stuff. No, don't do that. And I also hear people saying, well, take the emotions out. I got to give them the truth. Yeah, we can do that, but you also have to make sure that they're in a place to receive it. You have to make sure they're in a place to receive it, right? So that's good to being honest, making sure that they're trustworthy. Trustworthy. You can trust them with anything. That's your friend. That's in when you talk about a relationship or in a marriage, make sure that they're trustworthy. You will trust them with their life. I learned that just because you're married does not mean a lot of people are trustworthy. I'm getting happy my own self because some things should go without being said. But unfortunately, everybody don't walk into that vein. So you have to make sure somebody's honest and trustworthy. Now, let me say this for the people out there in the streets, in the back row in the pew, the ones that's all the way in the back, the one that's just shouting for no reason sometimes. Have you always been honest? Lord, have mercy. Wow. Ah, I can't say all the time that I'm always honest, right? Sometimes you just try to be like, "Oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. Like, but sometimes in those cases, that's when they need the most truth. But sometimes, family, let me just be honest. Sometimes, it's just not always truthful. I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it. I want to tell them their breath stink, but it's ferocious. So what I'll do is I'll give my Altoid, right? Or you mention and give them a toothbrush, and then they'll be like, "What you trying to say? My breath stink? Nah, man, just go brush your teeth. We got to make sure our teeth clean." Knowing you saying, "What?" But that wasn't being honest. Even though you got them to do it, but that wasn't being honest, right? If you tell them a secret and that secret come back to you, they're not trustworthy. No, they're not trustworthy. You should be able to rely on them or rely on you to tell them the truth and keep their promises. Yes, Lord. Keep their promises. Keep their wedding vows. Keep their relationship vows. Keep their friendship vows. Not violate and step on top of it because of the newest, hottest person that comes. Don't do that. Number 6, mutual understanding. Now, that's not that bad, right? You can have mutual understanding. Friends understand each other's thoughts and feelings. They understand each other's thoughts and feelings because that goes in the good and the bad. So they understand each other's thoughts and feelings, often without needing to explain. Sometimes my best friend to do something, there's nothing he even have to say. I already know. Excuse me. I already know. I already know what it is. You don't have to even explain it to me. I got it. And on the flip side, he already know mine. So it's like, it is what it is. We understand each other. So we have a mutual understanding. Yeah. Here's something I want you to write this down. Write this down, family. I know I didn't know I was gonna do class today, but hey, why not? Right? Number 6, when you talk about mutual understanding, I want you to write these 7 words down. This mutual understanding fosters a deeper connection. This mutual understanding fosters a deeper connection. Yeah. This mutual understanding fosters a deeper connection. When friends understand each other, when husband and wife understand each other, then they understand their thoughts and their feelings. Often things don't need to be said because they understand. You understand that person. So when you write this down again. This mutual understanding fosters a deeper connection because that person begins to feel like they're free to be themselves around you. Not the things we put on for HR, not the things we put on to be perfect in front of the board or in front of the club or in front of the team or in front of your office or in front of your crew or in front of your friends or your family. No, no. This mutual understanding fosters a deeper connection because now that person get a chance to be themselves. You get a chance to see their true self, their real person. That's what that is. And then number 7, just the last one. I'm gonna stop here. Number 7, shared interests. Shared interests. Friendships often develop around common interests and activities, right? Often, not all the time, but often. Friendships often develop around common interests and activities. So, baseball. Baseball for some people is not the thing. They're like, yeah, no, I'm good, Stanley. I'm not going to the baseball game, which I'm good, pimp. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going, right? But then there are also things when you with your friend, especially when you're talking with a best friend. Me and my best friend will go to a baseball game right now. Let's go. Let's ride. We could fly to San Diego. Let's go. Y'all know why I said San Diego, right? The initials is SD. Yeah. Y'all will catch that tomorrow. Okay. So, right, you can go to a baseball game, have shared interests, understanding. They know what baseball is. They know the statistics, the analytics behind it. They know certain terminologies and lingo and all of that stuff around baseball. So when we are conversing about something, we can have it at a deeper level. So you're developing that deeper connection because now you can talk about baseball, right? You're not just talking about, oh, Barry Bonds has the most home runs in ML in Major League history. Okay, great. But that's all you know. You don't know nothing else, right? You don't know who Ricky Henderson was or Lou Brock. You don't know any of these people. You heard of Babe Ruth, but you're thinking it's a candy bar. I can go on and on and on. But when you have the conversation with your best friend who y'all have shared interests, now you can have a deeper responsibility in terms of that relationship and cultivating that relationship, understanding each other, deeper connection. It just works. Laugh at jokes at the baseball game that nobody understand. Let me. I'm scratching my head. I got my head down. Y'all go check out the YouTube channel because sometimes I just be doing stuff. But let me tell y'all this. This is good. This is really good to laugh at myself, right? So when you talk about mutual understanding, you understanding each other, right? So baseball. Let's talk about baseball. And we talk about shared interests. So me and my best friend, we both love baseball. We understand it. We both are Atlanta Braves fans. So we have a shared interest in that, right? We also have mutual understanding. Well, my best friend and I, we can he can go to the game like right when they're running off, running onto the field. Excuse me, running onto the field about for the first pitch. We sitting in the seats and they're running on the field. Perfect timing for him. He's excited. Hey, we good. Perfect timing. Me, on the other hand, I listen. I want to tour the baseball field. I want to talk to the grounds crew. I want to see what kind of grass it is. I want to see how they're cutting the grass. I want to see how I want to see how they're packing the clay. I want to see how they put the chalk down. Yeah, I know some of y'all rolling y'all eyes at me, but I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. So all of those things interest me because I like to see behind the scenes. I've played baseball all of my life. That was my first love. Played all the way through at Southern, right? All of my love, that's baseball. That's me. So I like to see behind the scenes as well. The clubhouse, what kind of, how the chefs preparing their food and all of this other. I know it's probably like, y'all probably like this boy crazy. But that's a mutual understanding between my best friend and I. He know I will watch like on the Super Bowl Sunday. I think it was in Phoenix, Arizona, right? And the way the stadium is built, they take the playing field and it's like on a big tray and they roll it out to get the sun and water it and all of that stuff. And then at a certain time, then they roll the tray back in so they can play the game, right? On the field, all of that stuff. Well, I want to see all of that. He's like, man, I don't care about them rolling the tray in Cardinal Stadium or whatever it's called. Oh, I think it's what is it called? I don't know, whatever, right? Uh, he don't care. And I'm like, man, I see all of that interests me, right? Well, mutual understanding. It interests me, but he's like, if I listen, I just want to go sit down for Super Bowl, get my seat, and I'm good. We here, kickoff, let's go. So we have that mutual understanding. There's sometimes that we'll go to the game early, and he just look at me and shake his head and be like, all right. And then there are other times he's like, man, I'm not going to the game early. We not going to that game early. We're gonna ride up into our seat, a couple of minutes, get our hot dog and nachos or whatever right before the pitch, and that's gonna be what it's gonna be. But we have a mutual understanding. We have shared interests with a mutual understanding. My question in all of that and making, sharing and laughing is this. How many of you out there, right, truly walk into being a friend? Are you my friend? How many of us really check off those boxes? Now, do a deep dive into who are these individuals. Do a real deep dive. If the person may make you feel good, but only doing stuff when they want to do it, or it always just benefits them, Do you have individuals that do things but then want to try to creep your stuff and then make it seem like it's theirs? I mean, theirs. I can go on and on and on with the negative side of things. How many husbands or wives out there that's not paying attention to their significant other? How many friends are not paying attention to their significant other? Family, listen to this, right? I want you guys to listen to this. When you are, when I was going through the stuff with my dad, when I was going through the stuff with my dad, uh, you know, the frat brother, I'm calling everybody frat brothers. Most of no, I don't think any frat brothers came. Yeah, I'm calling, hey, listen, we're gonna be truthful today. I don't think any of them came. I don't think any of them actually came to the house to check on me and my dad. No, I don't know. No, not to check on me and my dad for real. Nah, nah. So when you start going back and digging through and you going through these checklists, like how do they make you feel? Acceptance. Is there an acceptance there? Support and loyalty. Is there effort in the relationship? Is there honesty and truthfulness? Mutual understanding, shared interest. When you start putting two and three and four X's there, that ain't your friend. That's an acquaintance. That's somebody you kind of see here and there. But when that one or that two or your true friends show up and be like, listen, I got you for real. And they actually, by their actions and not just by words, but also by their actions, show up on your behalf, you got a true one. And let me also say this. Just so much now starting to come to my head. I say it's going to be short. I'm trying to cut it, but it keeps coming, y'all. Let me share this with you guys. When you get that real one that comes in your life, and they literally start doing things on your behalf for real, not to, for something nefarious, but really doing something with no strings attached, and you keep treating that person wrong, you're going to get exactly how you treat that person. So if I were you and you have that person that is there for you and looking out for you and making things happen, that's your boy, that's your girl. Or if you're in a relationship or somebody trying to be in a relationship and you're looking for this and they check every box, but you have trauma and you trying to make it something else, yeah, you're going to wind up as this. Well, I can't say it on the air, but my grandmother, matter of fact, my grandmother's birthday was just August the 31st. Inez Dyson, that's my baby there. But I remember, I remember she said to me one day, she said, "Boy, you gonna keep picking, and you gonna pick until you pick blank, SH blank." She told that to me. She said it with every ounce, and she was a short lady, but she said it with every single ounce of power she had. You're gonna keep picking, you're gonna pick until you pick blank. And boy, I said, oh my God. But in those scenarios, that come back to me. So remember, if you're in a relationship, you're dating, you're married, all of those things, look at these seven and see where they're checking the box. If they're not checking the, yeah, you might you might want to have a really nice conversation with them and begin exploring how we can do better. Okay. Now remember, some people may not even know. So you may have to share with them and talk to them and then begin to work on it from there. So remember, let me just go through the seven again, and then we're gonna climb on out of here, right? Are you my friend? So number one, they make you feel good. They make you feel good. Number two, acceptance of you, acceptance of who you really. Number three, they're supportive and they're loyal. Number four, um, effort in the relationship. They put an effort in the relationship. They'll come get you when you don't have gas. They'll put effort in the relationship. Number five, honesty and trust. They're honest and they're trustworthy. Number six, mutual understanding. They have a mutual understanding. Number seven, shared interest. Shared interest. They have a shared interest. So listen, family, I love y'all. I really do. Y'all go to my YouTube page. It's Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette, LET apostrophe S. Do me a favor, guys, if y'all don't mind. like and subscribe, please. Just see if I can build it past 100. Right? I know I don't really get deep into it, but let's just see if we can, go past 100. Just see if we can go past 100 and start building it from there. So share it with your family, your friends, your relatives, and just ask them, can they actually like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's talk with Stanley Doucette. LET''S. Let's talk with Stanley Doucette. Right? And y'all can see I got my hustle shirt on. It's Labor Day. We still hustling. We out in these streets, we hustling. And the mode is on. Hustle mode on. Yes, sir. Hustle mode, baby. Let's get it. So shout out to all you guys that are out there, entrepreneurs. And I want to say this, shout out to all of my federal workers, all of the teachers, all of the individuals that have been negatively impacted by this administration laying people off, and all of a sudden you have nothing. I'm sending love to you. I'm sending you a shout out. I'm sending you a big hug. All of those things. We got your back. Inbox me, share your story. Hey, you never know. We might hit you back. Let's get on a podcast. Let's talk about it. But share, share, share. Let's talk about it. So hit me up if you're one of those individuals. Let's just talk about it. Because I want to make sure that I'm not walking out of my responsibility in one of those seven, right? So that being said, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Time to go to the beach, time to go to the back to the golf course or something, have some fun, enjoy my shout. Let me see who I'm gonna shout out today. Shout out to all of my family. Shout out to my loved ones. And let me shout out to my grandmother, Inez Dyson. I miss you so much. I love you, honey. I know you're in the, singing up there in the choir and walking down in your usher robe. I know you're doing your thing. So listen, I love you. I miss you tremendously. And you even had a chance to spotlight on the show. Talk about you're gonna pick until you pick. I love y'all. Peace and blessings. And I'll see y'all next week on Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette. We out. Peace.